Hello everybody, and welcome to BettingPros, the WNBA edition. I'm Kelly Kirby, also known as the Wonkypenguin, and today we are looking at 5 WNBA futures bets worth considering before the season kicks off on Tuesday. As always, we appreciate you hanging out with us at BettingPros and Fantasy Pros. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and download the BP app to follow your favorite analysts, compete in group contests, and find our prop bet cheat sheets for all sportsbooks as well as Prize Picks and Underdog. BettingPros is dedicated to giving you the best wagering analysis on the web across all sports, including the WNBA. This summer, you'll want to turn on notifications for all of our WNBA content so that you too can find the edge against the books in a sport that is growing exponentially and is therefore ripe for the picking. These 5 futures have varying odds, from perfectly reasonable to total long shots, so make sure you wager according to your bankroll and then sit back, let the season unfold, and hopefully cash these for a very nice payday. So let's go! First up, let's start with the player everyone is talking about, the Indiana Fever's rookie sensation, Caitlin Clark. Clark has the most robust player futures market that I have ever seen for anyone in this league, and while some of them seem downright outlandish, others look like best bets, including this one. Caitlin Clark to record 129 plus made threes is minus 120 on DraftKings. This is my favorite bet on the board for Clark. To cover this, she must average 3.25 three-pointers per game over the course of a 40-game season. Across 39 games of her senior year at Iowa, she made 201 of them. There's little chance that she will get to that absurd number in her rookie year against more difficult and experienced competition. She also isn't going to attempt 532 of them. However, we only need her to get 64.6% of that number to win this one, and it has the most favorable implied odds of the slew of Clark props available at sportsbooks. So far in the preseason, the Fever have allowed her to shoot her shots when they're available, so the biggest impediment to this bet is simply if fatigue sets in, given the basketball minutes she will have played in 2024 by the time the season ends. Up next, we look to the defending champions and their star, A'ja Wilson, and the WNBA MVP award. For A'ja Wilson to win the regular season MVP, it's plus 120 over at DraftKings. When looking at this futures market, it's Wilson's world and everyone is just living in it. The 2-time MVP finished 3rd in the voting last season, despite having better numbers than she did in 2022 when she won the award. In 2023, Wilson averaged 22.8 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 2.2 blocks per game. She led the league in win shares at 10.4, which estimates the number of wins contributed by a player. The reigning Defensive Player of the Year started all 40 games for the Aces in 2023 and ended with a block percentage of 6, which estimates the percentage of opponent 2-point field goal attempts blocked when she was on the floor. All in all, Wilson does everything and then some for WNBA's best team, which often leads to MVP awards. She also has a commanding lead in the market. The next closest player is Breanna Stewart at plus 800, which isn't a terrible hedge. However, if Wilson stays healthy, getting plus money on this will look like a steal. Next, we turn to Alyssa Thomas and her prowess on the boards by betting for Thomas to average 10 plus rebounds per game at plus 490 over on FanDuel. Thomas finished 2nd in MVP and Defensive Player of the Year voting in 2023, and she offers an all-around game that no one else in the WNBA has, but we'll be targeting only her rebounds for this prop. According to Just Women's Sports, there have been 31 total triple-doubles in WNBA history, which, if you don't know, spans 27 seasons. However, only 14 total players have accomplished the feat, and beyond that, Connecticut Sun forward Alyssa Thomas has 11 of them. She averaged 9.9 rebounds per game last season and ranked 8th in the WNBA in defensive rebound percentage at 26%. The return of center Brionna Jones is the biggest threat to this wager, but at plus 490, it's worth a sprinkle that she will add that 0.1 rebound to her average in 2024. Next, we go back to the rookies, and I look at Rickea Johnson to win the WNBA Rookie of the Year. The odds on this are plus 3,500 over at DraftKings. Welcome to our long shot on the board. Caitlin Clark is minus 700 to take home this award, but since no one can bet on that number, it's best to look elsewhere for value. Jackson was taken 4th overall in the 2024 draft and joins a rebuilding Los Angeles Sparks team that should offer her plenty of minutes to figure out her WNBA identity on the court. Jackson averaged 20.2 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 2.3 assists as a senior at Tennessee, and offers the all-important, though volatile skill of shot creation in traffic. Clark is the front runner for a good reason, but if you want to throw a sprinkle on an underdog, Jackson is your player. If she adjusts to the WNBA quickly, she could end up stealing Clark's thunder just enough to bring home the award. Finally, for our lone team futures bet, I'm going with the Connecticut Sun to win the 2024 WNBA championship. You can find this at plus 1200 over on FanDuel. Sure, the Las Vegas Aces are the large favorites at plus 100, and the Liberty are right behind at plus 230, but I think people are underestimating the Sun. Their competition in the Eastern Conference shapes up a bit differently this season, with the Liberty having a different build and less depth than 2023. The Sun has our aforementioned Alyssa Thomas returning to her natural power forward position with the return of Brianna Jones, who missed the majority of last year with a ruptured Achilles. DeWanna Bonner re-signed as a free agent after having averaged 17.4 points per game in 2023, and Connecticut signed two impactful but less flashy guards in Tiffany Mitchell and Mariah Jefferson. As a squad, the Sun slides under the radar quite a bit in the WNBA, but the team that won 27 games last season only improved in this offseason. Their odds of winning the whole thing should not be this low, so it's good to take advantage before they slowly climb as the season progresses. There you have it for my 5 favorite WNBA futures bets. Once again, make sure you subscribe to our BettingPros YouTube and download our app now so you can stay ahead of the market on all your favorite bets and wagers. You can find me on BettingPros as well as on Twitter at the Wonkypenguin, where I post all of my picks and specialize in the NHL and WNBA. Good luck with your wagers, and I'm looking forward to an exciting WNBA season with all of you. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.